Planet of the Daleks is a classic Dalek episode, the second of two 6-part Third Doctor stories which combine to form a 12-part Dalek epic that makes up half of the episodes of Season 10. Planet of the Daleks is a story that simultaneously pays homage to almost every classic series Dalek story that came before it, but also establishes itself as a story with a very unique identity. The striking image of the gunmetal grey Daleks contrasting with the green forests of Spyridon is in some ways as iconic of an image of Daleks in the 1970s as the patrols of Daleks on the wastes of Skaro and Genesis of the Daleks. In truth, this episode was the first Dalek episode in colour to truly take advantage of colours. Day of the Daleks and Frontier in Space are both great episodes in their own right, but they both feature the Daleks as one of several threats within the episode. Planet of the Daleks places its focus on the Daleks front and centre, and they are given a harsh and dynamic extermination effect, a colourful new Supreme Dalek design, and an engaging setting to roam around in. The Dalek voices are excellent, far better than the original voices from Day of the Daleks, and they have far more of a presence than in either previous 1970s Dalek story. At least 11 Dalek props were used for this episode, a staggering number for any Doctor Who story. Jo Grant is particularly good in this episode. She is in many ways the archetypical companion, and Planet of the Daleks is a great showcase of her strengths as a character. Jo not only introduces us to the natives of Spyridon, invisible creatures who have been enslaved by the Daleks, but she also proves to be quite capable in this story, effectively spying on the Daleks in their control room and showing impressive skills in espionage. There are also a group of Thal characters in this episode, who have arrived on Spyridon to fight the Daleks. While these characters do fall into the same basic roles of supporting cast members in Terry Nation Dalek episodes, the cast here are particularly memorable, especially Bernard Horsfall, who featured in many Doctor Who episodes before and after this episode, and also appeared in the Davros audio drama. The Doctor himself is the standout of this story. This episode tests the action hero incarnation with a hostile setting, near impossible odds, and a legion of his greatest enemies, and the Third Doctor rises to the challenge, showing moments of exceptional cunning, bravery, and heart in this episode. The knowledge of the Daleks that the Doctor has accumulated over his past adventures is put to the test, and there are lots of great moments in this episode that showcase how great of a Doctor John Pertwee really is. I particularly like this scene where he reassures a scared Thal by stating that bravery is being scared and doing what you have to do anyway. That really defines this incarnation of the Doctor, especially when you factor in his regeneration in Planet of the Spiders, in which he faces his fear. Another great moment in Planet of the Daleks is when the Doctor thinks Jo has been exterminated. The Daleks themselves are ruthless and efficient, and the Doctor's understated reaction proves just how much he cares about Jo. It's a perfect illustration of the never-ending conflict between the Doctor and the Daleks, distilled into a single scene. Overall, Planet of the Daleks is a great 70s Dalek story. It is in many ways the Daleks' greatest hits, but if anything that just makes the story more enjoyable. It uses aspects of various 60s Dalek stories, especially the Daleks, but improves on them in many ways. The Thals are better characterised here than in any other Dalek episode. The setting of Spyridon, with its dense jungles and sinister Dalek base, combines the creeping atmospheric jungles of Mechanus with the harsh, brutalist architecture of the Dalek city on Skaro to great effect. The Daleks themselves make a great impression in this episode, and despite several production issues such as inconsistencies of the Daleks' paint job and the malfunctioning Supreme Dalek lights that don't sync with its speech in any way, Planet of the Daleks is just an enjoyable Dalek romp. This is the definitive classic 6-part Dalek runaround. While Genesis of the Daleks is the better story for its intrigue, incredible atmosphere and great characters, Planet of the Daleks is more fun. While it isn't exactly light-hearted, it's just a fun episode to watch. In fact, all of the John Pertwee Dalek episodes are fun in this way. Paired with Frontier in Space, which leads into the events of this episode, Planet of the Daleks is a fantastic showcase of everything that makes the early 70s era of Doctor Who so enjoyable. What do you think? Do you like Planet of the Daleks? Let me know what you think of this story in the comments below.